BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
An Atlanta-based journalist, Mario Guevara, has voiced his apprehension regarding potential deportations of immigrant journalists by Trump administration officials, suggesting he might not be the sole individual facing such a fate. Guevara, an Emmy Award winner, stated in a recent virtual interview with the U.S. Freedom of the Press tracker that while he believes he was the first immigrant journalist deported under Donald Trump's tenure, he expressed a strong conviction that "I don't think I'll be the only one." His remarks came as he cautioned fellow immigrant journalists to exercise extreme care, describing immigration agents as very aggressive and highlighting their perceived disregard for the press. Guevara elaborated, "They don't care about journalists. They don't believe in the media. They believe the media are against them. They see the media as an enemy. They have the power. They can do everything they want. It can be dangerous for us." These pronouncements were made amidst what appeared to be Guevara's most extensive public comments concerning his case, which concluded with his deportation to El Salvador on October 3, coinciding with an intensified federal immigration crackdown. The chilling admonition from Guevara followed closely on the heels of another incident. On Sunday, just 3 days after Guevara's interview, British journalist Sammy Hamdy was detained by federal immigration authorities at San Francisco International Airport. A Trump administration official indicated that Hamdy faced deportation after his detention and visa revocation, an action the Council on American Islamic Relations (CAIR) alleged was retaliatory for Hamdy's criticisms of Israel while touring the United States. Guevara, speaking to Brianna Erickson of The Tracker, articulated the delicate balance journalists navigate, stating, "We are journalists, we try to be objective, but sometimes we have to report what is going on. They can think we are against them even if it's not true. You can have retaliation for that. That was my case. Probably I was the first one, but I don't think I'll be the only one." Guevara had established a significant presence in the Atlanta area over 2 decades, having sought refuge in the U.S. in 2004 to escape leftist militias in El Salvador. At the time of his arrest in June, he possessed a valid work permit and 2 of his children held U.S. citizenship. His detention occurred as he was live-streaming anti-Trump No King's Day protests. Recounting the events to Erickson, Guevara described how authorities at an afternoon demonstration outside Atlanta exhibited a more aggressive stance compared to an earlier protest documented by a U.S. citizen colleague. He termed the decision to cover that protest a really bad decision for me, explaining that an officer overheard him speaking Spanish into his camera and subsequently arrested him. Guevara speculated to The Tracker that his reporting in Spanish at that precise moment may have made him a target. He observed, "I saw them watching me," adding, "Maybe it's because I'm Latino," a reference to his ethnic background. A fact compounded by the multiple regional Emmy Awards and nominations his journalism had garnered. Although local prosecutors swiftly dismissed the charges that led to Guevara's arrest, he remained in custody. His bid for asylum in the U.S. had been denied by an immigration judge in 2012. While Guevara appealed that decision to a body responsible for reviewing immigration rulings, the outcome of that appeal remained undecided when prosecutors agreed to administratively close his case. During the intricate legal proceedings following his arrest, Guevara's legal team contended that he had obtained authorization to reside and work in the United States, further arguing that his detention was an attempt to silence his reporting, thereby infringing upon his constitutional rights. The Trump administration, however, maintained that Guevara's deportation was solely due to his alleged illegal status in the country, in a move that critics highlighted as consistent with the administration's frequent contentious relationship with the press. Guevara's previously closed immigration case was reopened, ultimately leading to his deportation. Guevara recounted to Erickson that on the eve of his deportation, he was granted a mere 20 minutes to contact his family in the U.S. and bid them farewell. He described his treatment as reminiscent of the attacks he endured while covering protests as a journalist in El Salvador before seeking asylum in the United States. "It's not the way I wanted to come back to my country, deported like a criminal," Guevara stated to Erickson, expressing his profound frustration. He added, "But until the last minute I still had the hope to stay in the United States because I believe in the justice of the country." Despite his deportation, Guevara expressed a continued hope of one day returning to the U.S., where he reportedly owned a fully paid-for home and was actively pursuing legal permanent residency. At the time of his removal, "I worked a lot during the last 20 years, Guevara asserted, painting a picture of his life in America. "I have my own home, my own cars, you know, everything. My American dream. But in a moment, they changed everything for me." This narrative underscores a profound concern within the immigrant journalist community, the potential for their work and identity to be perceived as a threat, leading to repercussions that extend beyond immigration status. The case of Mario Guevara, and the subsequent detention of Sammy Hamdi, raise serious questions about the freedom of the press and the treatment of journalists who are not U.S. citizens, particularly in the context of an administration known for its adversarial stance toward media organizations. The personal and professional ramifications for individuals like Guevara, who have contributed significantly to American communities for years, are stark, highlighting a deeply unsettling intersection of immigration policy, political rhetoric, and journalistic integrity. The fear that he won't be the only one deported by such measures casts a long shadow over the future of foreign-born reporters contributing to the American media landscape, suggesting a pattern of targeting that could have far-reaching implications for transparency and diverse reporting. The chilling reality for Guevara, who fled violence only to be deported under circumstances he believes were retaliatory, serves as a potent warning, emphasizing the precarious position many journalists now find themselves in when navigating immigration laws and political climates that may view their work with suspicion. His story is not just about an individual's deportation. It is a broader commentary on the challenges facing immigrant voices in the United States and the potential erosion of press freedoms.